Hi, and welcome.
I'm Z,
And I'm Keith.
and we're going to tell you about the movie that we just watched. But first, a little bit of a heads up.
Some of the movies we watch deal with heavy subject matters.
In order to talk about these emotionally delicate things and the heavy subject matters that we sometimes cover, we add humor and crude language to add some levity and to process our own trauma.
If that doesn't feel fun or safe for you, we completely understand. Please take care of yourself first and foremost.
And we spoil the end of pretty much every movie that we watch.
Now you know. On with the show. Rolling.
Here we go. What a movie.
Oh boy.
Getting stoned for this one. Getting
Smooth. Good start.
getting stoned for this one was both a good idea and maybe not a good idea because it was like such a strange movie that I was like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. But I was also like, am I missing something? I'm like,
Oh,
something.
no. Probably not.
Right. It was very strange. What a strange movie. I do feel like there was a Hartley about it. It did feel, like it really did, like like a lot of it didn't. It would, yeah. What? I don't. It was.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't really a gay movie, and then I'm like, no, obviously it is. Like one of the main characters is gay.
Yeah, but it's one of those like, yeah, it's almost accidentally queer.
Right.
Well, not accidentally. I mean, incidentally.
Yeah. Well, things that I appreciate about like the main character is that, well, I mean,
What did we watch last?
we watched
Watermelon
Woman.
Sorry. Go on.
You're good. Which I was like, oh wow, because I knew nothing about this movie, the Mermaids singing. I knew nothing about that. And then we watched The Watermelon Woman, and we watched this. And they start like identically.
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh, what?
I know. Also, I felt like this was a prequel to High Art.
Right? I was like, I feel like it's
High Art was
emerging.
just biting on this.
I truly was like, oh, this is like strangely like both of those movies combined, which is wild. Like, had no idea.
We're doing dialectics.
What is dialectic?
We have the synthesis. We have the synthesis. No, we have the thesis. We have the antithesis. And this movie is the synthesis.
Okay.
Explained it perfectly.
Yeah. I think something that I appreciate about it is that it's like, it does feel more queer than it feels like gay or lesbianic, because the main character I would argue is more asexual than anything.
Right. And
is mostly enthralled with seemingly there's not really jealousy with the art curator and her girlfriend.
No jealousy on whose part?
On main character, I don't remember.
Polly.
Polly.
No? You don't think so?
No, I think I think that I think that it doesn't seem like,
Maybe not sexual jealousy.
yeah, I don't even know if it's jealousy as much as it is, like, envy's not the right word, but like curiosity, like what is going on. Like when she turns on the camera to watch them, it's not so much like she's watching them kiss and everything, and she's not like, oh, she's just like,
Right.
kind of like, oh, that's what's going on. And then she turns it off because they're coming out. Then she goes to the party and she's like, oh, hi, you're Mary.
Yeah, right.
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 Like there's not anything, and Mary doesn't seem like she's like, there's no real like tension going on, which was like interesting to me. 'Cause usually there would be some sort of, I was like, I felt I did not enjoy, or not enjoy. I was like, oh, I don't know how I'm going to feel about like a romance between the curator and Polly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
So
And then
quick,
that never really happened. I was like, okay, good.
real quick, the premise is it starts with this 2-camera, and we
Yeah.
get these throughout. Main character Polly describing her life, setting up the picture. She's a temp.
Yeah.
She gets this assignment at a art gallery. She's enamored with the person who runs the gallery and curates it and owns it.
Yeah.
So that's the basic premise. I just want to set that up before we continue more. Mm-hmm. That's all.
No, it's fine.
Turns out I have seen this.
You have?
At least a lot of it.
Oh, interesting.
I think I must have watched it like on Netflix or something. I think I watched it since I moved here.
Interesting.
It's definitely, though, the kind of thing I would have seen on Bravo when I had free cable.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Bravo in the
Same.
late 90s, early
I was a
oddies.
big, the Bravo before it shot to fame for having Real Housewives.
Oh.
It was definitely, it was a big, it was the second place. It was IFC,
Okay.
and then Bravo was like second tier for like movies. Like
I
they
didn't
would
have
play a lot
IFC, I don't think. Or if I did, it didn't ever show anything I wanted to watch.
Yeah, IFC was a hit or miss. Like they would have good films, and then they would sometimes, and then after a while it was like, I don't want to watch any of these things,
Yeah.
because independent film kind of
Right.
disappeared.
Right.
But IFC is where I saw like any Hartley film. I saw those on IFC.
I don't remember.
Trust and
It must have been, huh?
yeah.
Because I know. Yeah.
I honestly can't remember if I saw Henry Fool before I saw any of them, or if I saw Trust first and then I saw. Like, I can't remember if I saw Henry Fool, which made a huge impact on me, and then I was like, oh, this is by the same guy, or if so I watched Trust, or if I was just like, okay. I still can't get over, like, I watched Trust, but like the description for it was like, it was like literally just, oh God, what's his name?
Mark Donovan?
Yeah.
Matthew Slaughter?
Yes. Like Matthew is a man that's,
Oh, yeah.
it was like so-and-so.
He's
it said something
18.
about her.
She's 16.
No, and it was like it's like a girl meets a guy that carries around a grenade in his pocket just in case, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
and then I watch. I'm like, There's almost nothing about the grenade in the movie. I mean, it does.
It's just it sounds like what I remember of the blurb on the sleeve for the
Yeah.
VHS.
Yeah.
And we're like, what?
Yeah.
Floda and I would endlessly joke about that.
The fucking the scene where he walks into the bar, and just, like he always just like
I
walks
love it.
into a place and punches someone. It's so fucking funny.
But I love it because it's funny in its own right.
Absolutely.
But then you realize every single person he interacts with, we've seen before.
Yeah, and they're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
God. Oh, we got to rewatch that. God, I love that movie so much.
Yeah. It really is the mother of us all. Play this.
Yeah, but so something about this, like the things that reminded me about Hartley in this movie were like the way. I don't necessarily think it's just specifically that these things happened, but like how they happened and
Okay.
how there was like musical cues for them.
Oh, okay.
Like her daydreams.
Yeah.
Like the daydreams themselves didn't necessarily seem Hartley-esque, but
Right.
like how she would slip into them and how there would be like music
Okay.
involved in them. I'm like, oh, this feels like something Hartley-ish, like a memory. Like instead of a daydream, it would be like a memory or something.
Okay.
If it was
like a
Hartley,
flashback or
yeah,
something.
like, but it felt like the cadence of it was Hartley-esque.
Okay.
And then the artwork. Anytime someone was like awed by artwork, it became like an ethereal sort of.
Mm-hmm.
You're not actually seeing the artwork; you're just seeing like something.
Which I thought was genius.
I know. I was like, thank God, and that felt like Hartley mostly because he, like, especially in oh God, what's the first one?
Unbelievable Truth.
Yes, in Unbelievable Truth, when the girl is like doing the art and she's like doing nudes.
Who, I don't remember that at all. Who?
Right? That's in the yeah, when the Adrienne Shelley, when her character, like her character's a model
Oh, yeah.
and she's like naked.
Oh, right. We never see it.
There's
Yeah.
never, you don't see any and
Yeah.
it's just people, and I was like, this is so brilliant because you don't have to do anything, but she's like a
You're
model.
right, that's when we talked
She's-
about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't remember.
and it reminded me a lot of that. Like that to me, that's one of the only ways that you can accurately portray something that seems like unbelievable or like or like if you something ethereal, like if you try to visualize it in film, if you try to make it look any certain way, it's always going to fall flat. There's never
Yes.
going to be anything that so if you describe something in a way that is not a description visually,
it's,
like she finds these paintings, like the main character is like the curator says that she wants to make art and she just isn't talented.
I submitted some work to an adult class, painting class. Just a stupid little course full of housewives doing landscapes. You know, the sort of situation where I wouldn't have to feel embarrassed. And you know what? What? Last week, they rejected me. They called my stuff simple-minded.
And so Polly asks to see some of her art, and what she shows her is like amazing. But what you see are just these paintings in like
It's just a frame
it's
and
a
then
frame
light.
and then glowing light, and that's it. And she's like, oh my God, these paintings are amazing, they're brilliant, and everybody loves them and fawns over them. And then when you've seen Polly's art throughout the film. You see Polly's art.
Photographs.
Her photos are all over her wall, all this stuff. But when Mary and the curator, who I can't remember,
Gabrielle.
when Mary and Gabrielle come and they see her art for the first time, they're like actually seeing it. Like they've seen pieces of it and have kind of poo-pooed it. Gabrielle did, and Mary was kind of interested, but they didn't know it was Polly. And when they find out it was Polly, they're like, "Do you have more of these?" And she opens a door, and then it just goes into the woods, and they're just like blown away and like looking around. And I'm like, "Oh, this is so brilliant," because you're not like. I hate when someone's like, these are so good. And then you see them and you're like, yeah, I mean, no, they're fine.
A high art.
Yeah. You're like, they're fine. But, like, I liked the way High Art did it because it was, like, something that I thought, I don't want to say, I didn't mind how High Art did it because it was very like the main character, like Rhoda Mitchell, like her character was like new to all of it.
Right.
So like this stuff would be more captivating to her. And it's someone that had been like, these were like old photographs that she'd taken years ago so it seemed more believable because it did seem kind of a little bit like, like, oh, I've seen that before.
Displaced in time.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, right. So like these are all old things. So that it didn't throw me off as much because it wasn't like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. This is going to change people. It was like,
right.
Oh, these are really great. Like, they seem, and there was like they seem like so real. And so like, and it matched the description of how they were describing it. Like pieces of real life. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. But like, they weren't trying to describe it as like so ethereal and like, oh
right.
my God, I've never ever, this is and then they show you and you're like, oh, that's fine. Right. That's fine. I mean, it's fine.
No, I mean, it's the thing that it's I'm sure he wasn't the only one or the first to do it, but that I associate with Lovecraft, where
yes,
you just describe a thing as indescribable.
Yeah.
If anybody saw it, they would go insane.
Exactly. Right.
It's great. It saves you from
perfect.
And that's why it doesn't translate into a visual medium.
Exactly. And this is also why, like, with, like I say it all the time with Stephen King, if you try to make it,
if I was a betting person, I would imagine Stephen King has probably read some Lovecraft.
Yeah, they have an equal amount of racism in their books. Just kidding.
Wow.
Just kidding. Stephen King.
Take that, Stephen King.
Oh, but have you ever read Stephen King? There's a lot of Indian burial grounds in.
And a fair amount of magical Negroes.
Yes.
Anywho.
Yeah. Otherwise there wasn't that much to this movie, which I enjoyed. I like.
Yeah. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, I like the. There were like the bizarre, interesting things in this. It definitely felt like an indie movie.
Mm-hmm.
Her, like, in her kitchen cooking peas and eating saltines, like, fascinating. The cat just licking everything all over the counter. The washer dryer being in the kitchen where they were was so fascinating and confusing.
I would diagnose her with manic pixie dream mania. No, not what would it be? Pixie.
Automanic pixietism.
Autogynepixophilia. Yeah, it feels like a very safe movie in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And, again, this is just me and my politics. Sorry, not sorry. We can see why it was popular. Like it's romantic. It's surreal in a fun way. You get a kind of an underdog protagonist.
Yeah.
She's kind of a simpleton.
Yeah, that was something that I thought was really interesting too.
But the thing, there's no class analysis in this.
Yeah.
Which the whole thing seems to be that she's just never encountered this stuff.
Yeah.
The whole reason she's enamored by Gabrielle is just that she's had life experiences.
Yeah.
And money. And access to those things,
Yeah.
So it's weird to me. I mean, the ending is, I don't know. I didn't like the end. Once I figured out the camera was the camera, and then they show up at her apartment, which doesn't make any sense to me. But
correct. Yeah.
I was hoping she was just going to turn the footage or the camera, this magical camera, basically, that doesn't need a power source and has nowhere to store
Correct. Yes.
images. But that's fine. It's sort of a magical realism,
Right.
whatever. She was going to turn into the police to get them in trouble, but also her confession, you know?
Yeah.
A la Humbert. But no, instead they walk off. But did you notice too, I didn't know what to do with this. And I don't know that I meant to do anything with it because the ending to me kind of throws everything out.
Oh.
Undermines a lot of stuff. I'm anxious to hear your reading because you're often better at that than me in ways. Sometimes.
Often, sometimes.
But at the very end, when she turns off the camera, it's not the same.
No, yeah. Yeah.
It's the view we get when it's a real life.
Yeah.
Not her speaking to the camera.
Yes, correct.
So I feel like that undermines some things.
Oh, okay. All right.
It questions the reality. And, I mean, reality is not... The reality of the film is not subject to our laws.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So,
for sure.
It just seems to break its own rules, and I didn't know if... I mean, clearly that was on purpose, or I think that was on purpose.
Yes.
But I don't know why.
I think it was meant to, I mean... it didn't throw me. It didn't take me out of anything. I was like, oh, okay, I see what they're doing. It's just, it's all, like, the 2 camera is her perspective, but the other version is still her story.
Uh-huh.
Like, what we're seeing is still her. So
Right.
she's ending the story there. Like, that's where the story ends.
Here's
But not like in a
story
tragic way,
ends.
but like, okay, I'm done telling the story now. Like,
You're probably wondering how I got here.
but that's all I saw. It's like even the what we're seeing,
Yeah.
it's all her perspective
Right.
still. So even that needs to be like, she has
Ended.
to like,
She's ultimately
the
one that
the
decides.
person that is telling the story.
Okay. Heard.
Yeah. Because I don't think anything in the story really happens where she's not there. I think like everything that happens where she's not, quote, there, she's looking into the room to see it happening. So like nothing is actually happening without her seeing it or watching it because she's the one telling the story.
Unreliable narrator.
So there's no point in the story that she isn't there. So if she's about to leave the room, if she's about to not be there anymore, there isn't a story. So she's about to leave the room. So she's
Well, but the thing is, she closes the door on them before turning the camera off.
Oh, okay.
Does she?
Okay. I don't remember. Maybe, but still.
All right.
She doesn't want us to see her become a murderer.
Okay.
I think the thing that's for me, I think the thing that I enjoyed the least
Uh-huh.
was her sort of betrayal response to Gabrielle not being the auteur of the painter of the paintings, and sort of being so angry, and also Gabrielle being like, "Let me explain. You don't understand," and it just being like, "Okay, what?" There's never an explanation given. She just keeps saying like, "I'd like to explain.
Yeah.
I'd like to," and that's it. So I'm
Yeah,
kind
I
of
didn't
like,
understand
what?
why it continues.
Yeah, I'm like, why are
she's-
we? Yeah, I'm like, why are we getting this? Like, you don't
Yeah.
understand, because one, we've already seen the explanation,
Right.
for the most part. I mean, I do understand that Polly's more upset that Gabrielle lied to her.
Right.
But she doesn't, for her, it's like, oh, you're not the talented one. It's Mary that's doing the paintings. But Mary doesn't want people to see her paintings. She doesn't want to be, or she doesn't want people to know they're her paintings. So to me, it's, she's like, it's a victimless crime. And it's not even a crime. Like, she's just, being the face of Mary's paintings because Mary doesn't want to be the face of her own paintings, which is fine. But, like, the being so angry and betrayed that Mary's the real painter. I'm like, the only thing, like, yeah, like, why, like, I am curious, like, because she, like, starts to open a door and then closes it, and then she opens the door to Mary's paintings.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She opens the door, and she says something that I couldn't, and then she closes it, and then she goes and opens the door where Mary's paintings are when she's showing Polly. So I don't know if she's like, oh, I'm not actually going to show her my work, and she takes her to what Mary's done.
Maybe it's that she's afraid that Polly's going to expose them.
That's fine.
Is why she wants to explain.
That's what I'm saying. But it's just like, we still don't get one. Like, I don't care. I don't need her to say that shit. Like, we've already gotten the explanation, though, is what I'm saying. And so, but the explanation isn't the part that Polly's hurt by.
Right.
So it's like she's hurt by the fact that Gabrielle lied to her and said they were her paintings when they weren't. When no one knew about any of it. It's not about that. It's like not about like, oh, they're actually Mary's paintings. It's that she told Polly in secret that they were hers and they weren't. Right. And it's like, that's the explanation we're not getting.
Right.
and that's the one that seems like.
But I think that tracks for the character. Like.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I don't know why they keep going. I don't know why they keep doing that thing of like, I'll explain. And it's like, just don't, if you're not going to, then why do you keep saying you'll explain and then you don't?
I want to explain. Oh, I don't feel good about lying.
What about your face?
Oh, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. That's the only thing. It's a very simple movie.
Right?
There's not a lot to it.
Narratively, I don't know. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
There's all these flights of surreal daydreams.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is something I almost wish that I'd seen this movie a lot earlier because I think this would have really done something for me if I was a teenager or something.
Right.
I could see this being a youthful.
That's my memory of
what
it was like when I first watched it.
Because she often says like, or not often, she says that like when she's been in relationships, like they haven't worked out because the guys she's in a relationship with don't understand what she thinks of. Like they don't, like when she tries to talk about what she thinks about and what she's, they don't understand her. And that to me felt more relatable than like anything. I'm like, like it's always like, that's always something. I remember there was this guy that I was like, I didn't really like him, but he really liked me. And it was like a very weird thing. And he would always be like, what are you thinking about? And I'd be like, I don't like that question.
I know.
Why are you asking that question? But he only ever seemed to ask me the question when I was actually thinking, I don't really like him. What am I supposed to do? And he'd be like, what are you thinking about? I'm like, nothing. I don't have thoughts. What are you talking about?
He was an empath.
Yeah. Nothing. He'd be like, tell me. I just want to know what you're thinking about. And I'm like, I don't actually think you do want to know what I'm thinking about. But also, I don't know why you feel entitled to my thoughts. Like, that's so fucking...
Well, it's also
weird.
The thing that's always first of all, I don't know any adults that actually speak that way. You know,
Yeah.
past a certain age. But like, are there times you're not thinking?
Yeah.
I mean, granted, there are things, you know, there are activities I do to distract me from my own thoughts or shut down try to.
Yeah.
But what do you mean? What am I thinking? What do you mean?
Like, supposedly people say that there are times when they don't think about, like, it's just completely blank. And I'm like, I don't understand. I mean, like, how peaceful that must be. You must fall asleep very quickly, but like, how? I
don't know. To me, that's disordered.
I know. I'm like, how do you? Because I mean, I'm sure for sure I'm disordered, but like, I have too many thoughts. So there are times when I'm thinking to the point that I'm having like 5 thoughts at the same time, and it's like the episode of The Next Generation.
I knew it. It's exactly what I was thinking of.
Where she's like, what are you thinking about?
Yeah.
Data's like telling her all the things he's thinking about. And she's like, well, I'm glad I was in there somewhere. And I'm like, bitch, that's exactly what it's like for me. Like, I'm not even clear-headed when I'm having sex. Like,
Wow, and this is how I find out?
I know.
Tell us.
I wish that I could just concentrate. Like, I have to sometimes it's like, what do you call it? Intrusive thoughts, you know, and it's like not fun. It's not fun. And so you know, to have that thing of like, oh, I just, you know, when I close my eyes, it's blank. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
There's so much going on in my head that I have to medicate myself to be able to fall asleep at night. Like, I can't. I either pass out at like 1 a.m. from sheer exhaustion because I've been thinking.
When do you make
hard.
it to 1 a.m.?
Or I take medication that knocks me out. Like, I'd be at 1 a.m. if I'm not medicated.
Okay, but that's been a while.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Why are you lying to people?
What does that have to do with anything? Gosh. The one time I forgot to medicate till it was like almost midnight, and I'm like, why can't I sleep? And I was like, because I didn't take my meds that make me sleepy. So,
which are actually for something else, right?
It's dual. It's for
the nerve pain.
Yeah,
right?
it's to help with my nerve pain and also sleeping. It's
Nice.
But it's an antidepressant.
Oh, it is? What is it?
Amitriptyline.
Amitriptyline?
Amitriptyline. It's an antidepressant, yeah.
Huh.
But it can be used as a sleep aid or as
How's your depression?
fine.
Going strong.
Yeah. I don't have depression. That's the thing
I know.
that's like
Confusing.
that was something that like I didn't realize until I started looking at like autism and stuff like that, and autism and like learning how depression like affects people, and I was like, oh, I don't have that. What I have is something else. What I have can mimic the symptoms, but I do not have depression. It'll be like when you're the things you normally enjoy doing just aren't enjoyable anymore. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I've never had that. Interesting. Oh,
Yeah. That's a good one.
that's not what I have. Okay.
Yeah. I thought, what's her name? Shirley MacDonald? Is that who plays Polly?
Yeah, something like that.
She was great.
Yeah. It's not McDonald. It's like McCartney.
Oh, yeah, it's McCarthy.
McCarthy, that's it. It's Stella McCarthy or something like that.
Sheila
McCarthy.
What did I say?
You might have said Sheila. I don't know.
No, I did not.
You said something. You said
Wow, I was just wait.
Sheldor. This is going to be the shortest episode of the month because this is going to be the one that we have nothing to say about. Because
I can fill up some space because Well, first of all, I want to say I kept thinking like, oh, you know what is kind of interesting is the kind of comedy, the sort of physicality. It's sort of a physical comedy
Yeah.
of the movie has with her character. I'm like, this you don't see. This is usually men doing that,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying it's like a masculine kind of comedy. It's just like I've never seen women do it, and it's probably because you have to be the lead, sort of, to for it to make sense, right? You got to be the character has to be given enough space for it to register that there are.
I mean, she's no Julianne Moore in Evolution.
That is 100% true. Whoa. One of the greatest, one of the top all-time physical comedy performances. It's up there with Chaplin and Buster Keaton and
Oh man.
Jacques Tati. Okay, so the music that plays during her daydreams is very familiar. But however, I had never heard the name of it or the composer's name, apparently, because it was very unfamiliar. It's called The Flower Duet. It's from an opera by, I already forgot his name, Leo Delibes, French composer. The opera is the story of, it's set in colonial India.
Oh shit.
It's about a British imperial soldier and a local woman that fall in love, and then she kills herself.
Yes.
So very classic, romantic, capital R romantic kind of thing. You know, it's like in Butterfly kind of.
Yeah.
Except in Butterfly, I think it's meant to be critical of imperialism.
And Butterfly or Madam Butterfly?
Sorry, Madam.
Okay.
Yeah. God damn it.
I was like, I feel like M Butterfly is a little bit of a different story.
Yes. Sorry, Madam Butterfly. The OG. But it's almost the same. It's very many of the same plot points.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah.
Anyway. Who knows? Maybe this one is meant to be critical of imperialism. It doesn't really sound like it given the Wikipedia, but you know, it's Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So, but then I read like there's two credited source texts that were inspirations for that opera.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and have your nap time while I go on this. One was some guy's like fictionalized memoir, basically, and he was French. This guy he had an older brother who had been in the Navy and would regale the younger brother with tales of his like journeys to the South Pacific or whatever. And he's like, oh, and like his conquests, you know, his sexual conquests.
No, it's because you've not been looking at me at all.
I'm purposely not, because I don't want to see the X's replacing your eyes. Anyway, this guy's dream is to just go and sleep with women in the South Pacific. And eventually he goes to Tahiti and has sex with women there. He quote, goes native. He's still an officer, or he's still in the French Navy. But on his off time, he's just like dressing native and hanging out with the locals. And then he writes a novelization of marrying a Tahitian woman. And then the title of this film apparently is a quote from Ezra Pound, and holy shit, I did not know. Ezra Pound was an American poet, but the little I knew about him did not encompass the fact that he like I knew he was anti-Semitic.
Oh, okay.
Potentially is all I knew. I've never read his shit because I can be arsed, but he was full on like lived in Italy under Mussolini and was like a fan of Mussolini, and then when the Nazis occupied Germany and put Mussolini back in charge, he was writing for the fascist
Oh my God.
government radio. He was writing radio plays or radio pieces.
Yeah.
And in absentia, he was sentenced to found guilty of treason in the U.S.
Yeah.
After the war was over, he was imprisoned, but the conditions were so extreme that he had a mental breakdown, and then he was in a mental hospital.
Oh my God.
But the whole time he was like insanely anti-Jewish.
Oh my God.
But then when it came to like there was like 10 years or more he was in this psychiatric facility, and it was like back and forth about like whether he was fit to stand trial
Oh wow.
because he was so like grandiose. And but like as soon and this was in the States, like
Yeah.
he was basically extradited to this psychiatric hospital, and meanwhile he's meeting with like members of the KKK.
Holy shit.
He's
Oh my
he's
God.
telling everybody that they need to read the Protocols of the Elders of Zion.
Wow.
But then, like when he's like writing to various U.S. presidents, saying like, "I was always anti-fascist, man. I don't know what you're talking about." Like,
Yeah.
anyway, that's as far as I got. I mean, like I got to like the 50s. He died in the 70s, but like
Wow.
wild.
And that's what they.
One of his poems is, or a quote from one of his poems is where the title of this film came
Wow.
from.
Great choice.
Yeah, same with the music. Great musical choices.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild.
Although I will say I did love the original score musics.
Yeah,
in the
no,
film.
for sure. Yeah, it was really, really interesting.
Also, did you see this is like one of the only films to be funded by the Canadian Film Board or whatever that
Yeah.
actually turned a profit?
Yes. I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I gotta pee. Z is anxious for me to be done talking
That's not true. I'm just anxious
about
to,
these things.
I'm just anxious to not be recording this episode.
Oh, okay.
anymore. Would you recommend this film?
I guess.
Yeah, I think I think artistically it's very interesting. I think it has a lot of interesting visuals.
Yeah.
I really enjoy how it approaches like art. I think there's a little, I do feel like there was a little bit of a critique in how people talk about paintings and how sort
Yeah.
of pretentious art can be in that way in these spaces, and how
I got a headache rolling my eyes
yeah.
so hard every time
Yeah.
the curator was talking to
Yeah,
somebody
yeah,
about
yeah.
a painting.
His work is sometimes thematically unresolved, but there's no question his boyish bravado has a certain charm.
But charm isn't enough, Gabriel. His technique isn't nearly as muscular as his imagery.
Oh, you're not looking beyond the realist camouflage. Look at this one. Now, it is true that he is somewhat incapacitated by his emotions, but there is blood in there, Clive.
Blood.
Oh, yes. New York is wild for its oblique pragmatism.
New York.
But yeah, that was clearly.
Yes.
I mean, it was hard for me, but
Yeah. I didn't like how often it would rely on it, but I did enjoy that there was that critique there, because I do think that, you know, I wish there was a more, like you said, like of a class critique, or sort of, you know, that sort of like barrier that happens, because I do think that there is a lot of like pretentiousness and a lot of like, you know, like I know that people in my history have told me that like going to art school is important because of networking. And I'm like, that is such a shitty reason to get into debt, is just so that you could be around people.
yeah,
Like,
but the people who say that probably don't have debt.
Yeah. That's
I mean?
fine. That's fine. I just mean like it's like, you know, people would also tell me that I should go to college because of the experience. And I'm like, that is not a reason to go to college. I don't understand. Like, they're like, it's a life experience that everybody should have. And I'm like, that's not a good reason to do something. Like, I've had some life experiences you probably don't want. Like, I don't need to go to college to have one that you agree with. Like, that's a weird.
No, yeah, it's one of those
you know.
things. It's just
But, you
people
know,
are
it's-
forwarding the,
yeah.
paying forward the
Yes.
shit they digested.
Right. Like, everybody should do this. Why? Because you just should.
Yeah,
Yes, that
exactly.
wonderful
Yeah.
reason. Like, and it's always interesting to see
a
how things
tautology.
fall apart when you ask somebody like why, and they're like because, and you're like, oh, but why? And then they get very angry
Yeah.
when they don't know how to explain why you should do the thing that they know you should be doing. Like, they don't have a reason for it.
Yep.
It's just like because. And you're like, that's not a reason. You have to come up with a reason. And it's enraging to them because they don't have one. You're just supposed to do it because.
It's part of a liberal society, a liberal democracy.
right,
You
exactly.
need to have a well-rounded education.
So I enjoy the parts of the film that seem to come at this from like their like art can and sometimes should be just done because you love doing it.
Yeah.
And it
The only time I liked the character of Mary was she makes that argument.
yeah. But also like, you know, I think I kind of hated I related to it a lot, but it was hard for me when Polly, because Gabrielle was so scared to show Polly her artwork, so Polly showed her, but she did it under a pseudonym. And Gabrielle, when she sees it, she just rips it to shreds, and Polly is like devastated and like is crying for like days and weeks and stuff like that, and she's just like.
She calls off of work one day.
She calls off of work one day, and then the next time that she's at work, there's tissues all over her desk.
Okay.
Like
I didn't
she's-
clock that.
Yeah,
Sorry.
They're like she's completely distraught over it, and she's heartbroken, and she feels like she's been betrayed, and all of these things.
Yep.
And then she finds out that like Gabrielle wasn't even the a tour of these, and so it's like this thing of like something that I kind of wished it did more. Overtly was to be like the people who are the most critical of something that you're doing are the people who can't do it themselves, you know, and that sort of like talent doesn't necessarily mean that you have a critical eye, and a critical eye doesn't necessarily mean that you have talent, you know, and like understanding where those two things.
Those who can, goal.
Yeah. So there was like aspects
Those who
of it that I
can't, teach.
there were aspects of it that I liked, but I kind of wish that it was more explicit in those things.
Oh, okay.
And more and didn't. I felt like I think something that I didn't like about the character of Polly is that she is so highly infantilized. Like, there's aspects of it, like, she's
Yeah.
very asexual. Love that. We don't need a hypersexual woman. But in the ways that she's like, oh, I don't know a lot of these big words. I don't know how to
Yeah.
type. I don't know how to do it. A lot of it is just like, she's just a baby. She doesn't know. She doesn't understand.
right.
She doesn't
No, it's
understand these
borderline.
things.
She's a
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
got a developmental, like me,
Exactly.
developmental disability.
Right. Like there it doesn't quite do the thing of like, you know, she's like I feel like they go too hard on her like not knowing anything about that world, but like it's coming from possibly the view of someone who knows all about that world, so they don't understand that if someone doesn't know about this world, they don't have to be dumb
Right.
to not know.
Right. Yeah.
Like
yeah. Right.
you can understand you can know how to pronounce big words and still be like, I don't really understand how this pertains to the painting.
right.
You can know how to use a typewriter or know how to type words and still not type a very professional sounding letter.
Right.
Like you don't have to have typos for something to not sound professionally done. Like there were aspects of it that I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, right, you're trying to make her seem simple, but what you misunderstand is that simple isn't slow, you know, derogatory,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
It's like that's not like, you know, she's eating peas and crackers. And that's her life. She's just happy and content to eat peas and crackers.
Well, the thing
Okay, and a
this is
pickle.
one. Huh?
And a pickle and peas. That was gross.
I like that she pulls out her crackers when she's watching them on the
Yeah.
just a sleeve of saltines.
I mean, I know that it's me, but I'm like,
Yeah.
man, this girl likes her saltines.
yeah. Well, maybe she's got pots.
She's got pots. Yep.
among other diagnoses. This is yeah, like the things you're bringing up, like they're not. It's one of those things where it feels like it's not really a critique. It's just a little joke.
Yeah. Right. That's why I'm saying I wish it was more explicit about these things
Right.
because the way it's done, it doesn't seem serious.
Yeah, right.
It seems like, isn't it all just so silly?
Yeah. It's a
Well,
little,
okay.
oh, what was I gonna say? Like, despite the performance, I guess Gabrielle's an asshole.
Yeah.
She's not a good person.
I know. Yeah.
She's a horrible person.
She was
She lies.
from the get-go.
She's super shitty to Polly the whole time.
The
and
whole
just
time.
Talks down to her the whole time. And
Yeah.
so I think that's interesting in that it is kind of undermines the narrator's
Yeah.
perspective or whatever, you know. But again, so what? In the end, it doesn't.
Yeah.
In the end, I don't know what happens.
Yeah. I mean, and any sort of like disparaging thing, I definitely think that this is something to watch. And I do like sort of the juxtaposition, I don't fucking know, of like the relationship that Gabrielle and
spell
Mary
it?
have with the relationship that Polly has with Gabrielle and how like Gabrielle's enamored, but like, I mean, Polly's enamored with Gabrielle, but isn't like,
Enamored.
isn't doing anything about it and doesn't really care. She's
Yeah.
just like very fascinated with it. And some of it, like I could see it being like, oh, I find this person so cool and so interesting. And her queerness just being an aspect of something that she finds cool about the person without like needing anything from her. And I do think it's important to acknowledge that like you can be a woman who is like very fascinated and interested in a queer woman, and it doesn't have to automatically become sexual or, you know. So there's aspects of it that I'm like, I appreciate that it's not like overtly like if you're a woman who befriends a queer woman, then you will become a queer yourself, which a lot of times movies like this imply
Right.
or like, that's sort of how it goes. Like, I'm in a relationship with a man, but I've met this gay woman and suddenly I'm having thoughts and
Yeah.
I've never had these thoughts about a woman before. And it's like, yes, that happens for sure. But like, let's not push the narrative that like every time a woman meets a queer woman, she's like, I think I'm gay. Like, that's not really going to be the way that sometimes
Well, and
it's
that the
nice.
lesbian gets her toaster oven, right?
Yeah,
For
yeah. Right. Yeah. So yeah,
conversion points.
exactly.
Yeah, which kind of high art does.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. High art is definitely the after school special of all. Like, it hits every trope. It gets every single one. It's like,
I know. Oh, it's just shy of,
You know
just
what?
short of
It's okay.
Greta getting high and jumping out a window,
yeah,
right?
it's like, you know what, kids, being gay is okay, but don't do drugs. Mm-hmm. Like, okay. Isn't art cool? Now imagine if you were doing drugs
Not
and-
cool.
and then you died. Then no one would be able to see how cool you really were. Yeah. I didn't dislike this movie. I thought it was really simple. And not boring, but like very
Yeah. I mean,
sparse.
yeah.
But like,
that's a
I
good
don't
word for it.
not in nothing disparaging about those.
No.
Like, it's a very I feel like the movie's more straightforward than you think it's going to be because of her little flights of fancy.
Yeah,
but
which
it is a
don't
very
really impact anything.
Yeah.
Which I find kind of annoying.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're cute, I guess. That's kind of what it is. It's just cute.
Yeah.
And I mean that in both
In a disparaging
both ways. No, I mean like
I know.
it's cute. All right.
Oh, that's cute.
Nothing challenging about it really.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's much challenging about this movie, which I guess is gets a point added and deducted.
Yeah.
Because I think it's great that
It's not
you don't.
tragic.
Yeah, it's not tragic. You're not forcing anything. Like, look at what we have to go through. Like, I think
Right.
it's fine and great to have just a movie where people are queer, and that's just
Yep.
how
It's
it is.
called normalization, baby.
But it's also like there's just because the queerness isn't made to be adverse doesn't mean nothing else in the film shouldn't be.
Yeah,
like
right.
there should be
Right.
and so that's where it gets a point added for not making it tragic gay, for not making it this
I
like
said Shirley, not Sheila.
Shirley.
I said Shirley McDonald. Whoever you are, wherever you are.
Yeah. Come on the podcast.
Yeah.
We'd
Open
love to
invitation.
talk to you.
Here's where
Not like
the story ends.
like